Everyone, let's understand the ASP.NET Core request flow step by step in a simple way. 1. Request hits Kestrel, web server. The client request first reaches Kestrel, the default cross-platform web server in ASP.NET Core. 2. HTTP request is passed or HTTP context is created. ASP.NET Core reads the incoming request and creates an HTTP context object containing request and response details. 3. Request enters middleware pipeline. The request moves through a series of middleware components configured in the application. 4. Middleware processes request. Middleware handles tasks like authentication, authorization, logging, exception handling, and more. 5. Routing. Middleware matches endpoint. Routing checks the request URL and identifies the matching controller or API endpoint. 6. Endpoint is selected. ASP.NET Core selects the appropriate controller action or minimal API endpoint to execute. 7. Model binding converts data to objects. Incoming request data, query string, body, root values, is mapped to C# objects automatically. 8. Model validation runs validation checks ensure the incoming data follows defined rules and annotations. 9. Filters execute. MVC filters like authorization, action, and exception filters run before or after controller execution. Thus, business logic executes via services. The controller calls services and repositories to process application business logic. 11. Action returns result. The controller action returns a response such as JSON, view, file, or status code. 12. Result is serialized. ASP.NET Core converts the response object into JSON or renders a view for the client. 13. Response flows back through middleware. The response again passes through middleware components for final processing. 14. Kestrel sends response to client. Finally, Kestrel sends the HTTP response back to the browser or API client. For detailed explanation, visit the link mentioned in the description.